Welcome back to It's Never Sunny in Duskvol. We started a little bit early today, and we're going to kind of just. It's going to be a short session, anyways. So we're just going to do some more downtime action. So let's go around a group again, and we have one more downtime before we have to go ahead and spend money or do something. So what do we want to do? Either Asteyni or Kelsa, so Jewel or Vale.
I've used both of mine.
That's right. You acquired. Yeah, it's right. You did
I
the
still have
forged
one.
documents. Yeah.
I still have one left. Let's see. I still have some stress because I only cleared 3 out of 5, but I don't
You
want.
also cleared one for doing the recap.
Oh, right. Thank you. Yes. Okay. In that case, I'm actually pretty good. Um.
Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna fix this screen while you're doing this. Don't mind me. So I still use the old version of what's it called? So
OBS.
yeah,
Everybody got in the wrong place. Oh my.
yeah. So
It's amazingly messed up.
don't worry
That's
about it.
cool. Wow, I looked at the stream and now I'm distracted. What do I want to do? Let's see. Oh, I still want to get on back in Costa's good graces. And so what if as part of that long-term downtime clock, I buy her a gift while we're in the capital?
Oh, okay. What
Like
what are you
some
gonna get?
some some kind of like something that's hard to find in Duskfall but is common in the capital. Something like um I want it to be something that's both practical and a little bit showy, like maybe like a tea service set for herself personally, because she enjoyed taking tea at the Painted Lady. Um, like, yeah, I like that. Like a teapot and matching cup set for her to have personally to take home, because we can't spare any from the Painted Lady. And don't tell Vale, but the ones I'm buying are better. But we can't afford to, stock, 300 of these things for our store. But I can afford like one set to give to Costa.
Yeah. Okay. Well, when you acquire stuff on a so this just happens, right? You don't have to spend coin on it.
Right. Because it doesn't cost, like a coin is like multiple of dollars worth of stuff.
Yeah.
But this is probably still like, I don't know, like $50 of tea set. But,
Okay. Go ahead and
not.
roll, and I'm gonna let whatever you roll kind of guide me here.
Okay. So it's a fortune roll, obviously, but to an attribute. So, what would I
Maybe
say?
maybe you should make it a project.
It is.
It is already?
It is already a project.
Yeah. It's already a project. Um,
You gotta
You have it.
hunt down the right tea set, right?
right. I feel. Ooh. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Um,
rebuild Cass's trust is already here. Speaking terms, Cass said you're at 3 out of 4. So this
Yep.
would okay, cool.
I can't not finish that clock. And then it's up to you as to whether or not that's going to fill over into the other clock. So are you going to let me use hunt to hunt down the perfect tea set?
Hell yeah.
Sweet. All right. Bam.
Nice.
Perfect. You find it. What is the perfect tea set? I mean, obviously, I know, like we all know what a tea set is, but what is the perfect tea set for Casta, right?
It's because
And where
it's
do you find it,
pasta.
right? Yeah.
I want to say it's in the Little Dagger Isles district.
Hmm.
And I want to say it's like it's like carved out of jade or something, you know? So it's like, I mean, I'm going off having rolled a 6 here.
So just hella
Um,
ostentatious.
It's stupid ostentatious, but it's also like subtle at the same time because it's like it could be green ceramic, but actually on closer examination you realize that it's just really opaque jade. And so like it's got kind of that duality going on of being like subtly expensive.
So it's expensive because of the material?
Yeah. And it's subtle. It doesn't have like really detailed carvings, but it does have like a small bias relief of like maybe ocean waves or something around it. And I picture it like a
Is it
dark
old?
green set.
Like, is it like old and like well kept? Is it like China?
I don't know
Like in
if
terms
it's,
of like finery, right? Like not Chinese,
Yeah.
but like finery, right?
right. It's definitely on that level of finery. As far as how old it is, it's hard to say, but it is very well kept.
Like this is the shit that you bust out if like a very nice person visits your house.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure that's okay. Oh yeah. Here's something. Do you want me to give you something about this that I'm thinking about? Want me to tell you what I'm thinking right now, and I want maybe you as a player give me some feedback about what you think about it?
Please.
Your tea set is more valuable than you even know. Your tea set is actually a relic, and it's a relic so far as the rumor is that the Emperor himself used your tea set at one point, right? It's not magical. It just has a huge historic significance, right? It's a very, if I'm thinking that Ed actually did that. Whether or not anybody knows anything about that tea set, maybe doesn't. What do you think about that? Is that something interesting, or do you just want this to be a nice tea set and let's ignore it?
I don't know. It's
You
interesting.
rolled a 6. I don't want to I don't want it to seem like it's like it's a tag. It's actually could be like beneficial. You know what I mean. I'm leaving it up to you. I'm just suggesting that. If that thing's fun, we want to run with it. Otherwise, we can just throw it back.
It's interesting, and maybe it's a fact that's true, and maybe that can come back and be good or bad later. But I like that either way. That Jewel has no idea.
Jealous of it.
Yeah, Vale is probably going to be super jealous of it. That's true.
Yeah.
But like Jewel has no idea, and maybe Costa knows, maybe she doesn't, and maybe it becomes a plot point later. But yeah, I'm cool with saying that is a thing that is true about this tea set, even if it never comes up or becomes relevant.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let me make a note of that. Wow. Yeah. So Costa goes nuts over this tea set. You're certainly so you rolled a 6, and a 6 is you didn't crit, but you knocked out like 3 chunks of a clock, right? You're muted again.
Sorry, I was typing.
Yeah, no problem.
It would be three. Normally, it would be 3 ticks. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So you're certainly on speaking terms. Yeah, you're about halfway through rebuilding Cass's trust. I think the thing is
Now,
like,
can I? Do I have a coin? Never mind.
once you're
I
gonna
was
take her
gonna
to,
say if I could spend a coin to boost that to a crit, which would have given me 5, which
yeah,
would
have just cleared it out. Yeah.
But I don't actually have any coin. And,
Yeah, you guys. Yeah.
We actually
Who
do
has coin?
have some coin in the crew.
But is that technically back in Duskfall and I couldn't spend
Yep.
it, or can I just be like, I'm taking money out of the crew's coffers and I'm not going to tell anybody?
I mean, if it's not on your sheet, it's
No,
not on you, right?
um,
You can only carry 4 coin.
Yeah.
And more you have to stash somewhere. Like our stuff is...
How do you? Yeah. Well, here's a question. How do you see yourself fictionally spending this coin?
Well, like, just like to make it from a really nice, like what if that would be what would push it from being a really nice jade tea set to being a jade tea set that was actually touched by the Immortal Emperor?
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
I had an idea, and this would sort of like wrap up. This would be basically if you spend a coin. This is the 2 birds for 1 stone. You get the tea set, you present it to her, but like you brought her to her over dinner again, right? So it's kind of like everything. That coin kind of represents the getting the tea set
And the dinner of giving
and the
it to
dinner and giving it to her. So like she's on speaking terms with you again, and that whole thing gets wrapped up, right? Because that mechanically that would be it, right? So that would also so basically I'm throwing in spend 1 coin now and throw in a free scene back in Duskvol where you do all of this and you have dinner and you're speaking to her again, right?
All right, totally. All right. So
Oh.
yeah,
I already took it off.
yep, I saw that.
We don't have to necessarily role play that scene, but yeah, she's really impressed that you went the distance here for this. That means a lot.
Okay, good.
She's certainly not going to betray you. That's for sure.
Good. That's good. Because I was kind of worried about that.
Yeah. No, you tried, and it's like one of those movies where yeah, like she's Sundare, and it's like opening up to you again, right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, good job. Okay. So, any more downtime? Want to spend coin, anybody, or what are we gonna do?
Well, like again, I can't really like if I could spend coin.
You can spend You can spend 1 coin to earn another downtime action.
All right, well, it's just to earn the downtime action.
Yep. You get 2 for free, and then you can get more downtime actions by spending coin. It's really hard to win Blades in the Dark.
Yeah, like you just can't win everything, like ever. It's just that like I could finish the alchemy lab, but then I also still need to spend more coin on it for it to be not dog shit, even though it's finished. So maybe we should make some coin first.
Yeah. Psst, there's totally a workshop that you can buy on your crew sheet.
Yeah, right. We could just advance our crew and then I totally have it. But instead, I'm making it a project of my own.
Okay. So if nobody wants to do something else, well, did you want to spend a coin and do one right now, or no? It sounded like you were kind of wavering, like you wanted to, and now you're not sure.
Well, the thing is, we don't have a lot of coin, right?
Yeah.
We have a little bit, and I think
You're a little scrappy.
save it so we can grease some palms and bribe some dudes in case we need to, and not be like, oh well, you totally could have solved this problem had you just had 1 coin. So I think we should leave it in the coffers because I'm a responsible gang member.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got some heat. If we don't get rid of that heat, what does that do mechanically?
Mechanically, heat doesn't do. Heat is kind of like existential aggro with the universe. It's kind of like right now you're fine, but anytime you want to end up doing an entanglement roll, it factors into what sort of entanglements you get. If you get too much heat, it converts into essentially trauma, which is wanted levels, which is
Okay.
like your Grand Theft Auto stars. So right now you're chilling at 3 heat, which is pretty good, pretty fine.
What do you roll if you are going to reduce heat?
It's actually a downtime action, and I think I'm not sure actually. Does anyone know?
I think is it like just a fortune roll?
Let me look it up right here. So you want to reduce heat? You roll your
Yeah.
tier.
It's a tier, the tier of the crew.
So you roll,
Okay.
So you roll a d6.
I think that's worth spending a coin on because we have a high society special ability that lets us take -1 heat during downtime. And we ruled that you have to take the reduce heat action. So I'll definitely reduce 1 heat by doing that.
Cool.
So I'm going to spend a coin and I will roll to reduce heat.
And so basically we're going to reduce a minimum of 2 heat because the lowest we can reduce even on a bad roll is 1. And we get 1 for free.
So is that 2?
So that's 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're down to 1 heat.
Wait, why you rolled 0d6?
I rolled 1.
Oh, you did roll 1. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong part of it. Yep, yeah, you're right. Okay, good.
So I think we should go for part 2 of the Grand Theater heist, where we actually steal the whole theater. By like negotiating with what's left over of Tenpenny Court.
Not so fast. Your friends over at the Bill Hooks show up. This is your entanglement coming to pay its dues.
Alright.
Your friends at the Bill Hooks show up. In fact, a retinue of the Bill Hooks show up. The leader himself is here. What's his name? It's an older guy. It's an older guy named Tarvel.
Wait, is that? I thought it was Marlowe
Or is he from a different one?
because he's one of our contacts.
Mm-hmm.
No, Marlowe works for the Bill Hooks, but he's not the
Oh,
leader.
he's not the leader. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is the leader of the Bill Hooks himself.
Okay.
All right. I'm like elbowing Castav, like, hey, take out the nice china.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. Is No, that wouldn't work. I'm sorry. Forgive me. You guys are helping. You helped the Bill Hooks get some leverage on the magistrate to pressure to relieve their guy out of prison, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Tarvel is the guy they released out of prison.
Yeah, I knew the name sounded familiar.
Yeah. Okay. So, he wanted to come over and he wanted to thank you guys for doing such a good job. He heard that from his sons that you guys were the ones who did it. He wanted to come over and personally thank you guys. So, he shows up like unannounced and just kind of wants to thank you guys. And what do you do? What do you do when he shows up?
I serve him tea.
Cool. And his guards and stuff? His
Everyone
posse?
gets some tea. It's just, we are nothing if not polite and well cultured here at the Painted Lady.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like making a big deal out of it to like the other people that are there and maybe girls that are working that night of like, it's a Bill Hooks, they're our friends, you have to like be really nice to them because they're our homies, like they're the Bill Hooks, like, come on, like everyone cheer up, don't charge them extra, don't like skimp on the tea leaves, like pack it up there.
Here's a question for you guys. Are Lysander's crew here? At this point?
Probably.
I think so, because we've kind of acquired them already, I think.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, right? And I kind of noticed earlier. Like, we have quarters, so if maybe they were like really sick of living in the slums and they're like kind of crashing here now, at least temporarily, since
Okay.
they're kind of part of our gang.
Yeah. I mean that I'll let that slide. That sounds good.
So they're totally here.
Let's bring us over to the map. Yeah, okay. So they want to know if, they want to know how things are going for you guys. If there's anything the Billhooks can do for you guys, in terms of, like, services. You guys are really good friends with them. So, you know, they, like, hey, thank you. They want to talk business. They want to see, what we can do for each other. He's okay. Does he see the hive signal? I feel like he would be able to identify when the hive show up, like if you're part of the hive. Does that seem reasonable?
Probably.
Like you're not trying to obfuscate it.
I think that was part of our deal with them, was that there was some obvious hive marking that said we were affiliated.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. It's like it's known to criminals, but not necessarily other people. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, we have like the golden V, like on the mantle somewhere.
Yeah. So they want to know what they can do for you.
Well,
You know how things are going. Anything?
hey, like, if they really wanna, if they wanna help us go into Crow's Foot and kick some people out of a theater, then that would be great. Like we have a couple of guys, and maybe like pointing to like the old 10-penny court guys, but you know most of them still live there.
But the issue with that is that they're going to want something in return for doing that.
They're not a big fan of that. Well, let me ask you this question. Who do you think lives in 10-penny courts? Ethnically.
Like just people like Seer doesn't care. Like they're people.
I know, but the Billhooks care.
Sure. Jeez. Who lives in Crow's Foot?
Everybody.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, right. Like Crow's Foot would be like the closest where people come in, so it would be a lot of foreigners, quote unquote. So, like Acarosian people. If it's one in particular, I don't know if you guys have one that you guys really want to have.
No, okay. I asked you that because part of what's going on is I guess, how should I put it? They actually so they're not, so I was belying their intentions a little bit here. I was lying about it.
I would have been able to pick up on that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's true. Okay.
They
They wanted something more. And while you're talking about beating them up, they get a smile on their face and they're like, "Yeah, we can certainly do that on our rounds here." They're actually they need a favor from you again. And they showed up personally. And so none of you are a Scovelander, right? None of you are from Scoveland?
No.
Yeah, okay, good. So the Billhooks hate Scovelanders.
Alright.
They are going... They need your help they need extra muscle to basically harass Skovlin refugees at the docks. They got so Torvis tells you that there's murmuring at the docks that someone's been giving Skovlander refugees forged passes to enter the city and sort of like, you know, have full status and citizenship in Duskvol. And he's having none of that. He thinks that's completely unfair. He should keep, and it's going to ruin Duskvol. And it's going to teach these guys a lesson with force. So he's going to have to go around and like beat up and threaten and intimidate Skovlin refugees at the docks. And he thinks having you guys show up would be a good presence. So this is part of your entanglement here. So I'm going to bring up the book here and find the page for the entanglement and tell you this is probably uncomfortable, but this is what they want you to do, and this is what it will cost you if you don't do it. A +3 satisfaction asks you for a favor. Agree to do it or forfeit agree to forfeit 1 rep per tier of the friendly faction. If you don't, so these guys are a +3 faction for you. So if you disagree and don't want to do it, you have to forfeit 2 rep. But they want you to basically go around and do this sort of like make Duskvol great again, like horrible beat up Skovlin refugees.
Can we renegotiate like the terms, like to do something that they would still be happy with, but not do that specific thing?
Yeah, we can try.
Because my thought is that even though we have our thugs, they go after gangers, so they're not going to be okay roughing up refugees.
Yeah.
So we would probably be better served hunting down the person who's actually making the fake passports and bringing them into justice. And that way...
Do you say that?
Well, I say that, yeah. I'm like...
Yeah? Okay.
I would probably say that, well, we would love to help you, but the thugs are new, and...
We don't want to damage our new thugs.
The principled, they've told us they won't go after citizens, only gangs. But I have a thought, because as we've proven before, we're quite good at finding things out for you. Why don't we find out who's been making these fake passports and put a stop to that?
I mean, Torvis is a man of action and violence.
Well, that's why we complement each other so well.
Yeah, he's like, I'm, you know, Torvis's back, baby. I wanted to do this with you guys, but I get it. You do a different operation. We respect you on that. Go do a sway on controlled, I guess, or persuade, or consort, or what? I'm sorry. You tell me what action you're using doing that.
I would like to do a sway.
You want to persuade him to see if this is more valuable? Yeah. Okay.
You said controlled?
Yeah, this is controlled and really good effect.
Great effect?
So I hope Jewel realizes what's going on here. This is actually kind of bringing something back from episode 1.
Please remind me, because apparently I have forgotten.
You know who's doing this. It's your friend Valeris.
Damn it, what's with the 4s?
Oh.
Okay,
I mean...
He needs some... Okay, I'm
bring
sorry.
that up, but
Yeah.
not while...
not yet.
Here.
Oh yeah, I mean, he'll let you do it, but you need to give something to him in return. What is it that you're gonna offer him? or
I'm not sure because we're doing this as a favor to him. So our service already is what we're offering. So it's more like, what more is he demanding?
yeah, okay, that's true. That's a better way of thinking about it. What more is he demanding? Um, I need some help, guys. What do you think he's demanding?
All right. So, and this is I don't know if this is good for playing the game, but he could be like, hey, if your gangers don't want to do it, then well, Jewel and Seer, you can still come though, right?
Oh,
And
yeah, he wants
Vale
he
can
wants
take the
he wants one
gangers.
of you guys to come along. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you don't need all of you to do that investigation. One of you guys has to come with us. Yeah. Oh yeah, like he's on board with that, but he still wants one of you guys to come. Yeah.
Not
That's
it.
that's a
do
very
it.
that's a really good. I like that.
Jewel will agree.
I'll beat up some Scovelanders. Yeah. Fuck
Okay.
those guys.
I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'll beat up whoever. I haven't beat up enough people recently. Look.
Yeah. Um. Right. Awesome. So yeah, so this happens. I mean, okay. They're okay. Is there anything else we want to do? Because otherwise, we're in agreement here. Um, Vale and Seer are gonna try to track down who's doing this. Jewel is gonna go out with the bill hooks, and sort of like spread the word that Scovelander refugees here on fake passes are not to be, should be afraid, and just because they have a fake pass, or like just because like basically Duskvol is looking out. They're kind of like vigilante ethnic justice, kind of like horrible shit, like horrible shit, you know. But that's what
But
happens.
like, I mean, do we have a moment alone before I go off with the bill hooks, or are they just like, all right, we're leaving right now?
Oh
so
no, you
I
can have
could-
a moment.
Okay, because I'm gonna take Vale aside and be like, I think I know who's behind this. It's a good friend of mine, though. So maybe find somebody else to take the fall.
I was already, if I may say so, I was already planning on doing that.
Carry on then.
I was going to recruit them, like find them, recruit them, and get someone else to take the fall.
Yeah, so like I'll give you Valeris's information and like a phrase or whatever to be like, yeah, I'm with Jewel, and then I'm like, good, brilliant, and I'm gonna break some legs.
Well, you go have fun with that. I know how much you love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna do a fortune roll here to see how you guys you're basically going to be like doing a wreck. Yeah. So yeah, this would be like you guys are basically wrecking the Scovelander refugee kind of spots in the docks.
I mean, do you want me to roll a wreck? I can do that, or is
Yeah.
it a?
Well, I think it would be more like a fortune roll when you're kind of like helping here. So do you have any points in wreck?
I have 1 point in wreck. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Then then you get to. I was gonna say it's gonna be 3d6, but if you have a point in wreck, then make it 4d6.
Okay.
See how this goes. As you guys basically like just spend the night like grabbing people out of bars and beating them up and like breaking down doors and like you're not welcome here kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, yeah, it's kind of actually unsettling. For wreck up some dirty Scovelanders.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, not bad for a fortune roll.
yeah. So it's not complete mayhem. Boy, the bluecoats show up, trying to disperse you guys. some of the billhooks start to like go away, but other ones want to fight the bluecoats for supporting these guys. What do you do? You're kind of caught in the middle here. What do you do?
Can I nope out of there?
Yeah, you can. It would take you. What's your intention here?
Basically to like some of the billhooks already left, and some of them are trying to be beat up by the cops. And I'm willing to let the idiots that want to fight the cops do it. And so I'm gonna disappear with the other billhooks and then head back home, making sure I'm not followed, of course. But
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna let
prowl.
them take the consequences of their own consequences.
Yeah, this would be prowl because you're trying to get away from the bluecoats, as well as I guess the billhooks maybe, but like mostly the bluecoats. Basically,
right.
Yeah. If you botch this, this would be risky standard. Obvious things would be bluecoats cut off your normal route. What do you do, right? Kind of stuff, or they spot you running away, and they give chase. That kind of stuff.
Can I get a devil's bargain here since I'm otherwise rolling 0 dice?
Yeah, devil's bargain.
What
He-
if
Mr. Bubbles.
The obvious Mr. Bubbles. I think the obvious one would be you guys earn heat from the blue hooks or something like that, right?
what I was thinking?
It's not even your thing, but because they see you're involved and they might know who you are, or word gets around. So I think that might just accrue 1 heat for your group.
I have an alternate proposal, and that was that I have to, like, one of the other billhooks, like, follows me home, basically. Like, whatever. I have to be responsible for this other guy.
Oh, he's like hiding out with you?
Yeah, like he's like, I also want to leave, and I'm like,
Let's
all right,
go.
follow
Let's
me.
get going. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So now I have this bozo that I'm kind of responsible for here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
I like that
cool.
one. That's good. Thank you. That's a good suggestion.
Fuck me.
Oh
Oh no.
Oh my god.
And he immediately knocks over a trash can, which has
Ugh.
several cats on it.
Boy,
Exactly.
yeah, you're like helping this guy like climb. Like you see this guy struggling to climb over this chain link fence. Like you jump over it, you start running, and you see him still struggling, and you hear the sounds of like cops and people shouting at the docks. Right? You hear the sounds of footsteps and billy clubs, and you turn around and you go to like, and you feel bad, and like something compels you to go help him, and you do, and then you turn around, and now there's like a bunch of cops like cutting off your way, being like, "Stop right there, criminal scum." What do you do? And you're the buddy next to you's like, "Shit, it's the coppers, man." Yeah, what do you do?
I know. I don't want to.
That sucks. You rolled a 1. That's horrible.
It's so bad. I don't really want to fight them, but I also kind of want to fight them.
Yeah, you're kind of cut off this direction. I mean, you can try to like try to go over the fence and all. They like go try to find another way, but like or like go up, maybe like to the roots, or, like, but basically like or try to go through the cops, right? But like there's no
How many
side.
cops are there?
Oh, boy, you rolled 1, so it's like I think it's like a team. Those are like 3 or 4. 4.
I could just shoot them.
Hey, if you want to be a cop killer,
I mean, the problem is that we're gonna get even more heat if I do that.
You got a lot of heat. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna turn to the guy that's with me and be like,
I don't have to outrun
Wait.
the cops. I have to outrun you.
yeah, pretty well. And be like, quick, give me a boost over the fence. I'll help you up.
I guess roll persuade, right?
Okay.
Or whatever it is, right? Or
sway.
you have to sway him to do this.
Actually,
Action.
Can I roll command? I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ordering. Yeah, like right now.
Okay.
Quick, help me out. Like, where did I go?
Yeah. A risky standard.
Yeah. No. Sorry.
No.
Risky limited would just be you get over the fence, right? The cops are still there.
Okay.
I mean, your intention here. What's the finished action? You're over the fence, right? He helps you over the fence.
Yeah,
Never mind,
thing
that's standard then.
that-
The standard, that's all you do. That's the scope of your action there, is you get over the fence.
Because I'm kind of like what I was thinking is like both of us get over the fence, but I guess maybe the limited is that it's just me that gets over the fence.
No, it would be the other way around. I'm sorry, just your position would change. It would still be standard, but I think then it would be desperate standard to get
Okay.
over the fence. If you want both of you over the fence.
I want to rule a desperate action. Yes.
Yeah. Consequences is that
Also,
consequences would be like, man, your luck really sucks, and like some other cops are waiting on the other side, or like turning the corner or something like that, and basically you're basically gonna be pincered into this place.
So I'm desperate standard or desperate for
Standard.
this? Yeah, desperate standard.
Yeah. The desperate action is both of you getting over.
Right, yeah,
It's
yeah.
risky
I'm gonna
if
push
just you go
myself.
over, right?
I'm gonna
Okay.
push myself on this because
Yeah.
I don't need another devil's bargain here,
Yeah, you
and
got
I
the fuzz. You got the fuzz on you.
definitely want to get over 5.
Yeah. Yeah, you command him, and he does it. So you both get over to the fence. So you roll a command, right?
Yes.
Let's see. Like your rush to get over the fence. You hurt your like your ankle or something like that, right? On the landing, getting over the fence. Like you take a level 1 harm of ankle, basically.
Not
you know,
twisted ankle, not hurt ankle,
just ankle, just ankle. Yeah, yeah, like twisted ankle or something like that, right? Like rolled foot.
Uh,
But you're both over the fence.
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
And the coast is clear on the other side right now.
Yeah, I'll take that. So rolled ankle.
Yeah, like he hastily did this for you. You did it, but then yeah, like you kind of hurt yourself, getting over the fence.
All right, yeah. And then we book it back to the painted lady.
Yeah. Well, you're not out of the frying pan here.
Oh, okay. Do I need to roll another what is it to run? Finesse? Prowl?
No,
Prowl.
it'd be prowl.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I'm not sure if this is in Blades, but essentially Let It Ride would state that unless the circumstances changed, you can't sneak back yet. Because you tried that and you failed.
Oh,
So-
I thought the
and
circumstance
so-
had changed in that we were on the other side of the fence.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're back on the other side of the fence, but I don't think the circumstances have changed enough to warrant it. There's still a bunch of like mayhem going on right now at the docks. People are still fighting cops. People are getting arrested. It's basically like a small riot's going on right now.
Take
Um,
the sewers.
And you guys are like you can't.
Yours, yeah.
Okay, if you're gonna take yeah, I was gonna say you can't go across like through the streets or something like that because we just tried that and it failed. So let's do something else. Okay, cool. And Deceptix in chat asks, so hey, you're from Byronic. Hey, what's up? Hey Byronic gamer, thank you so much for the host. And so Deceptix, what are you looking at? We're playing a game called Blades in the Dark, which is a heist slash thief type game by John Harper, where we all play members of a crew doing a heist right now. And we're kind of in the middle of some mayhem going on at the docks as one of our characters is trying to slip away. So you're gonna try to take the sewers, right?
Yeah, because I know we did a little bit of sewer digging, and there is the sewer entrance right in the basement of the Painted Lady. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to get him, both of us, down in the sewers and go that way. Would that be a hunt to remember my way through the sewers to get us back home?
Yeah, you could definitely roll hunt. Um,
Okay.
ri-
Risky standard or
yeah. Well, boy, you're in the docks though. You're
Hmm.
going across town through the sewers. Or I mean, no, you're going through enough of the docks to get out of the danger area. Let's just say that maybe
Yeah,
as the
probably
start.
because I mean that's
Uh,
literally across town. And
I don't think you're very familiar with the docks area of the sewers.
okay,
Unless I'm forgetting that you have like a map for it, but I know you have access for the Six Towers area.
yeah, we
Um,
don't have a map for
so you
it.
don't really know much about the docks here. So risky standard. It's risky because you don't really know the way. Um, Other things live in the docks.
Is this gonna my rolled ankle gonna come into play here to knock it down to limited because of the injury?
Yeah, that means you'll be able to get about like halfway or so, or something.
Yeah,
Like something's gonna
I
block
mean,
your way,
Okay.
right?
it would take more time, so there'd be more opportunities for other people to show up, other things to show up.
Exactly. It's gonna take longer time and that kind of stuff, right?
Right. And I think I definitely have my my bullseye lantern with me. Um do I want to take more stress? I don't. Do I want another devil's bargain? Not really. I mean, I'm willing to take the devil's bargain from before. That the cops got a good look at me and know that I'm with our crew and to take the heat.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll mark down the heat.
Yep. You earn 1 heat for this, no matter what. Nice. Is that a crit?
No.
No.
But it's
Okay.
still 6, so that's good. We get away.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So, yeah. You achieve. No, you have a limited effect, so you don't get away.
Mm. I
But
get mostly away.
yeah, you get mostly away. You are clear of the blue coats, but you're not clear of the sewers. Things die down. You are you kind of get stuck in sort of like a yeah. I know what you're like. You don't really know where you are in the docks, but you think you're going the right way, and you kind of get into one of those areas that seems to be sort of like a central position, like a circle, kind of like plaza with like 5 or 6 different avenues going out in different directions. You're just like, shit. What do you do?
Hmm.
You could. So this is different than. So this is different than hunting. What like this is different than the role that you did just before, because you're trying to go the entire way, and that is a limited effect and risky, right?
Mhm.
So what do you want to do now that you're in this area?
So, mechanically, is this like a consequence of like being lost in the sewer
Yeah,
that I could
it's
resist with
no,
insight?
no, because you rolled a 6. No, this is achieving what you set
Okay.
out to do with limited effect.
Okay, okay. Um,
Does that make sense?
yeah. Maybe I'll turn to the guy that I've been beating up the people with all day and be like, "We're out of the fight. Where do you think we should go from here?"
He's like, I don't know. I thought you knew where you were going. Shit,
Let's
I've
go
never
in the
been. I've
way.
never been in the sewers here before.
All right, let's find the nearest way up. And maybe a survey just to find the closest
Yeah,
exit.
controlled standard.
Okay.
Phew,
Nice.
awesome. Yeah, no, you find a way up. You're kind of like, you kind of find yourself in Crow's Foot. you're kind of getting off track a little bit. Yeah, and you kind of like open up and you're somewhere in Crow's Foot. You hear the docks and everything to your left. That's about it. I'm not gonna make you keep making rolls to get home, but you made it.
Okay.
You made it to the surface, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of got it out of the zone of danger, the danger zone. And yeah, no, I think you make it back with those types of rolls. I'm giving it to you.
And you didn't get the billhook guy killed.
And yeah, and you didn't get the billhook guy killed, and so you're gonna make it back. Boy, but you show up way later than everyone thought, right?
Yeah.
Like it's super late, and you kind of walk through the door of the Painted Lady. What's everybody else doing?
Aren't we doing the other thing at the same time?
Well, one thing I do want to point out is that we are running out of time.
Yeah.
So it might be better to save us hunting down Jules' friend for next time.
Perfect.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So we're gonna save that then for next time. Let's go ahead and do some shoutouts and stuff, right? Or XP. That's right. Let's do some XP.
I think we get time.
And then quickly do shoutouts. I think we have some time for XP. So let's go around the table here real quick. So Jewel, how do you get XP, and how much XP did you get? Jewel? Hello?
Kelsa.
Oh, sorry, I was not in the brain. Sorry, I'm here now in my brain. I can get XP when I address a tough challenge with violence or tracking. One if I did it once, or twice if I did it, or two if I did it more than once. I think I definitely did some violence and did some tracking. I don't know if either one of those was a tough challenge, but so I get either 0 or 1 or 2 XP for that. Also, if I express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, that I definitely think I also did. In that one of my beliefs is that me and Costa can be friends again, and I definitely did everything I could to pursue that. So I think 1 for that. And then struggled with issues from my vice or trauma. My vice didn't cause me trouble, but I think I definitely was. I don't know if it's struggling when they're like, "Hey, we need some people to beat up this ethnic minority," and I was like, "Yes." Which goes with my my trauma of
Being vicious.
Vicious, yeah.
That's right, I forget you were vicious. That's why you were like, oh, hell yes.
I was like, I'm gonna beat up some people. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, so I think that would be 4 experience then,
Okay,
right?
cool.
1 for each of those.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, let's keep going around the table because we are running out of time.
Yep. I didn't roll anything, so no attribute XP. Whenever I address a tough challenge with technical skill or chaos, not really. But I do think some of my other stuff came into play. My vice, though. I mean, the issue I struggled with was that I got too many friends and they had to join the gang, and it was terrible. I don't know, it did come up. My trauma, not really though. Let's see. My background heritage, like I was gonna make it come up, but then Jewel was like, "No, I'll beat up some foreigners." So I'm like, "Oh, well, never mind then." But maybe next time I can get it. No, I think I just have 1 XP.
Okay. And Vale?
So I didn't roll anything desperate. As far as my playbook trigger, I definitely addressed a couple tough challenges with deception or influence. So when I was swaying the notary and trying to sway the billhooks to not make us all beat up the Skovlanders.
Yeah.
So I think 2 XP for that.
Yeah, that would be 2 XP.
As far as beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, I mean, again, I wouldn't beat up anyone because that was beneath me. So I feel like that was definitely expressing part of that. I wanted to talk my way through it because that's how you handle things in a civilized way.
Yeah, but you're already kind of getting XP for that.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm not really sure. I don't think that really came into play too much.
Yeah.
Though one of my instincts, and I don't know if this counts, is that never make an enemy when you can make an ally, and I'm planning on going to talk to Kelsa's friend to make them an ally rather than destroy them, so I don't know if that counts.
Not yet. You'll get that probably next session then, right?
Okay.
Only because we didn't do a scene with that.
Sure.
But yeah, that's your intentions. That definitely sounds XP worthy when we get to it, right?
And then the other part is struggle with issues from your vice or traumas. The only issue I struggled with my vice was that I couldn't find a good mask, and I had to show my face in the Imperial City, and it was really embarrassing.
Yeah. It was a good... Oh, that's true. It was embarrassing, wasn't it? Mark experience for that.
Okay, so that's 3 XP.
Yeah, because I'm gonna make a note of that you did do that. I forgot. Okay, embarrassing for Vale and the Imperial City looking for masks. Okay, totally awesome then. Okay, cool. I think that does it. Kelsa, you're muted.
Oh, I am muted. I was going to say, normally we'd also do crew XP, but since this was a mostly downtime session, I just reviewed all of the triggers. I don't think any of them apply.
Yeah, that makes sense. This was very much like a management session, which is fine. These are fun. Okay, let's go ahead and do some outros here. So let's start with Asteyni.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Asteyni. When I'm not here playing Blades in the Dark, I play board games on my channel on Sundays. So if you want to either play board games with me or watch some awesome people come play board games with me, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Asteyni, or you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Asteyni. It's every Sunday except for this upcoming Sunday because I'm taking the day off. And that's me. Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Paul?
My name is Paul, aka Liefington on most parts of the internet. If I'm not messing up overlays and sound, you can find me watching people on Twitch and sometimes drawing about them. Last week I talked about a little charity zine that is coming out, but I think there's like a proof print in the works, which I didn't make it in because there was like, I think there was like 300 submissions.
Wow.
Which are all going to be published in a digital zine, but not printed for me. But there's like 70 other ones, and they're all like really good. So I'll keep you guys posted on it when that actually comes out. But that's soon. But that's pretty much it. Go Kelsa.
Hello, I'm Kelsa. I play tabletop RPGs online, like 4 or 5 times a week. In fact, coming up after this, I'm going to be streaming Dark Lavender Void's playtest of Household Renovations of Great and Terrible Power.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, we've started streaming that playtest over. Golden H has been kind enough to do the production on that, which is really great. And then I also run a Blades in the Dark game on Wednesdays with RP Glory. On Thursdays, I play with Henley in Die Party Fulcrum, which is a Mutants and Masterminds game. And last night, Friday, we normally play Mistborn Adventures with AP Gaming Real. However, due to circumstances beyond our control, we wound up playing Monster Hearts instead last night, which was amazing.
Yes, it was.
So no regrets there. So yeah, you can see more of my face doing things in places. Follow me on Twitch. I always host whenever I'm going live on somebody else's channel, and I always tweet about it. So if you follow me on Twitter at Kelsa, then you can learn more.
Yes. And I'm Eric. I'm Eric Vulgaris everywhere on the internet, and I'm the GM of this game of It's Never Sunny. I'm also a GM of several other games. For instance, tomorrow I am going to be the GM of Burning Crowns, which is a Burning Wheel RPG. What else do I do? Oh yeah, I'm a player in AP Gaming Real's D&D game called Winter's Edge, which is happening a little bit later today, in about 3 hours from now. Yeah, I also do a Torchbearer game with a few friends of mine that I stream here on my channel on Wednesdays. You can kind of just see my whole schedule here below, and on my offline thing is my schedule. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, you know what? So there's a special thing that I do. I started it this month. It's called a Patreon. And because you can find all my stuff on YouTube, I played so far 30 or so different systems over the past year. I played 30 systems. I have a couple hundred hours of content. So many things that I decided that maybe people want to give me money, and they're asking me, how can I give you money, because I'm not partnered or anything like that, and they don't want to just donate. They want to have a thing like a Patreon. So I started one. And I just want to go ahead and thank all my Patreon supporters here. So I want to thank Mark, I want to thank Tice, I want to thank John and Kelsa. Thank you guys so much for the highest reward level that I give. It's amazing. I can't thank you guys enough. Full Inc., Wiz and Fool, Carl, or Boris and Fraser. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. At the $5 level, and of course everyone who supports me at the $2 level, Penguin, Fake Alex Blue, Josh, Dark Lavender Void, Dylan, Golden H, Sithmaster. Thank you guys so much, and thank you also to John Harper, Dylan, and Tony Dowler for all your amazing support and contributions. This is so awesome. This is so cool that you guys believe in the stuff that I do, and you like it, and you appreciate it in a way that helps me, and it's awesome. It's really, really cool. Yeah, thank you so much for following me, the Septics. I saw that you're, heart team, and welcome aboard. I saw you're new to role-playing games. I do a lot of stuff with role-playing games. If you want to play with me sometime, I'm available on Fridays, depending on what your schedule is like and what time zone you're in. Fridays I do a show called Once Upon a Game, and that's sort of like a one-shot game show thing where there's no prep. You just kind of play these games that exist that are all about no prep and one-shot experiences, no experience required. It's a lot of fun. It's really interesting. I played so many different games here. I think everyone here has played at least one of them. Asteyni, you've been on the show several times, right? Yeah, you play Fiasco. Of course.
I've been on it like 4 times.
Yeah. I think, I mean, it's hard to count. I think I have over 100 episodes of Once Upon a Game now.
It's a lot of Once Upon a Game.
I know.
It's a few.
It's a few. It's quite a lot.
I need to get back on it at some point.
Yeah, me too. Stop hosting it on Fridays.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry. It's okay.
I love Once Upon a Games. I love story stuff. And the last thing I'm going to say before I get out of here, so I started a podcast. It's not out yet. But I have a demo of the first episode done, and I'm kind of getting some feedback on it. I'm hopefully planning near end of September release for it. But if you're interested, I'm doing it. It's a Stars Without Number podcast, and it's going to be Once Upon a Cast, and I started a Twitter for it called Once Upon Cast. Nothing's really on it, super bare bones. I'm just getting everything set up. but it's gonna be there, and it's awesome. And yeah, like I'm working on the next couple episodes already. Like I have a bunch of stuff that's already recorded, and I'm kind of like cutting it down and getting it all ready to go. That's gonna be released obviously for free sometime, hopefully at the end of September. And have all that kind of stuff set up, and my first foray into the podcasting realm of things.
Yeah, if you wanna follow Eric's journey into podcasting, follow his Twitter.
Yeah,
For
holy
regular
shit.
updates of holy crap. I just deleted everything again.
Yeah, I lost my entire work one time. I lost like 10 hours of content of like working on stuff, and then I spent another 20 hours basically learning how to do something, and I realized that there's a way better way of doing it that does not take 20 hours. It takes about, a quarter of that time, like all that kind of stuff, right? Like I'm learning all, and I don't know, it's awesome. But I love it, and hopefully you guys will love it too when it's ready. So anyways, that's it for us today. Take care, everybody. Let's see if somebody's on the old Twitch who I can send stuff over to. Let's see who's doing stuff right now. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys. It's been great. Thank you obviously to Kelsa, Asteyni, and Paul for another great game. Yeah, I think we're gonna go over and host Evil Squeegee, who's a good friend of mine who does a lot of cool stuff with D&D stuff. So we're gonna go over there and drop you guys over there. So bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.